In this month's edition of Hoof Beats Tack to Track, presented by Jacks, trainer Bruce Nichols and caretaker Gus Hernandez show how to hang pacing hobbles on a horse for the first time.
We're going to put on our hobble carriers, the front yoke. You put that over the top of the buxton. It's very easy. You just buckle it in the middle, and that's what holds your hobbles up in the front. They just kind of look natural. You don't want them hanging around the side. And once they're on there and they look like they're not out of place, you can kind of tell just by looking at them. And there's only a couple holes there, but you will not have any trouble doing that. Hobble carriers is 2 center pieces, and you put that in between your crooker there, as you see. That way it'll stay in one place and won't be sliding around. Your front one has to be up fairly close, up near where your water hook is. The water hook, that's what you put your overcheck on. So it's right there fairly close. And then the next one will go right in here, and it'll go in between, and then it'll stay in one position all the time. Now as they hang down, here's the easy part. We've got to put the back hobble carrier on. I want to show you something after you put this hobble carrier on. Everybody wonders where that ought to be, and how to tell that you have it in the right place is take your thumb and put on the end of the tail right there, and then measure that. And you have that to measure your finger just like that, and 99% of the time that's where that carrier should be. You fasten your first hobble carrier on your hobble, and your next hobble carrier on. And after a horse learns to pick up their feet, you just slip that on. And don't have them too low, but if you get them too high on the horse, they'll chafe them more. But you always put the back hobble on first, and there's no trouble getting the front hobble on. That's about all there is to putting them on. If they're too high, they're way up here, and they just don't hang right on a horse, and they have trouble swinging. But if they're a little low in the center, I think that as the horse, as he goes, why they'll swing with him, and otherwise they'll pull up too high on the horse. And if they're on too loose, well, usually that horse will tell you if they're too loose. But if they get them too tight, then they chafe them and they burn their legs. And I think that if you're very careful and don't get in a hurry, that you have no trouble putting the hobbles on the first time or two. This is McTernahan's hobble chafing lotion. We use a lot of it. It's very good. It's a great product, and if we don't have it, well, we use a little mineral oil. But this is highly the best thing you can get to use. Now, I just put a little on the leg and go around the hobble.